Hey, what's going on, man? Trip Kramer here from tripadvice.com. I know that a lot of guys are going out there, they're trying to meet women on the apps in person, and for some guys, it's just not working out. So if you're watching this video and you're having some of these issues, that's what I want to talk about today. So you can get to the point where you are actually getting real results in your dating life and you're not struggling. So one thing I got to talk about here is a lot of guys, they give up too soon. They think that they're doing enough, but they're actually not. So I feel like guys have this wrong mindset going into it. Like they think they're doing something, they think they're putting in the work, but they're actually doing less than the bare minimum. So for example, let's say you're a guy who's saying, I'm not attracting women, this isn't working for me, and you're, swiping for 5 minutes a day. That's probably the bare minimum that I could think of, right? You're swiping 5 minutes per day, putting absolutely no real work or effort into your pictures, into your bio, and you're just kind of swiping for 5 minutes a day and you're going, well, it's not working for me. Okay, so that's probably the bare minimum. But then there's people out there who are saying, well, no, I'm putting in like 30 minutes a day. I have changed my pictures. I think my pictures look good. Maybe you're actually going out and you're talking to a few women and still nothing is happening. That's slightly above the bare minimum, but I would ask, are you really putting in the actual best practices that need to be done? Whenever you're doing anything in life and you're trying to get results, you got to ask yourself, am I doing the best practices? Or is it something that I'm making up in my head, right? So maybe you think it's the best practices because there's something that feels intuitive to you, or you feel that, okay, this just feels, well, I guess that is intuition, right? Just feels right. Or maybe you took a tip from a friend, but do you know you're doing the actual best practices? Are you watching videos like these or reading blog posts or listening to podcasts and getting the best practices? Really think about that. So let's talk about your online dating profile, for example. People think, and I get this all the time, by the way, I work with coaching clients. This probably happens about 8 times out of 10, is that they send me their photos. They go, yeah, I think my photos are pretty good. Maybe even sometimes they think their photos are great and they send them to me and they're actually terrible. When I say terrible, I mean they're selfies. So when you do a selfie, your face actually looks a little bit distorted and doesn't have the most attractive view. Maybe the pictures are of him with a bunch of people and he thinks that that's good because he's socializing, right? And so socializing is good, right? Girls want to see that, yeah? Or maybe he's got a picture of him doing something cool, but you can't really see what he looks like. My point is you got to really break down everything you're doing and ask yourself, am I doing best practices? So I'm asking you, as a person who's trying to get better at this, or again, anything in your life, that you are breaking things down and you're being conscious, being aware of everything you're doing and seeing, am I doing this right? This is going to get you to the point where you are getting results. So again, back to the example of online dating. Are these photos the best that they can be? Well, what are the best photos? Are you searching into Google? Are you watching, again, videos like this that are telling you the actual kinds of videos? Are you looking at statistics and data from some of the online dating sites that have done their own research and has shown you, for example, that selfies typically do not do well? Are you looking at your bio? And is it something that is the best practice in terms of writing things about yourself? Or maybe it's blank altogether. Or maybe it's kind of one funny line that hasn't obviously been hitting because you're not getting a lot of results. Are you testing new things? So that brings me next to the point of testing. Are you testing, or are you just going, okay, I'm just doing what I'm doing, right? So beyond best practices, of course, there's no guarantee in life, so even best practices don't get you to the point where you're getting the best results. So you also have to test. So if you're doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, we like to call that insanity, right? So you need to figure out, okay, if I'm not getting results, what can I change here? So you analyzed and looked at all the different things. For example, with online dating, you're looking at your pictures, you're looking at your bio, you're looking at your messages. Am I not getting the results I want? What can I change? Start with one variable. Do your own experiment. Start with pictures. Change those out. Do more swiping. Change your bio. After that, that's again, we're doing one test at a time as a variable. Do your bio. And another test. Test out your messages. Could we be using new messages? So I'm trying to give you the skill set on how to learn this, on how to get better at this. All the information is basically out there. Of course, if you need more help, you can do coaching with me. I actually have a link down below. You can check that out, or you and I can work together, or you'll be working with someone on my team to help you with your online dating profile and with approaching and talking to women in person and building attraction. So check out that link down below. But I digress. We're talking about how to look at best practices to see if what you're doing is correct. So I have a lot of other guys also who go out and say, hey, I'm doing approaches, but it's not working. I'm not able to get women's number. I'm not able to get dates from talking to women in person. So I ask them, I say, how many times are you going out and approaching per week? And they say, oh, well, I'm not really going every week. I say, okay, well, how much are you going per month? And they say, I don't know, I'm probably doing 1 or 2 a month. Facepalm, 1 to 2 times per month is a very low number. That's nothing. Even if you were doing all the best practices and have done a bunch of testing, even going out and talking to 2 to 3 women a month is very low. I know that seems like a lot to you because that's such a bigger number compared to 0, and it's not easy to go out and talk to women, so it seems like a big deal, but in reality, it's not enough. So you need to be putting in more effort and talking to more women. But again, you could be doing that. Maybe you're going out and you're talking to 20 women per month. Maybe it's 5 women per week. Well, still at that point, if you're not getting results, you got to think about what you're doing. What are you saying? What are you wearing? How is your presentation of your outer qualities? What are the kinds of things that you're saying to a woman? You need to be looking again at the best practices and then from there testing. So the formula is best practices plus testing and putting yourself out there to do what you need to do. Some guys, they give up. They give up too fast. They think they're doing enough, but again, they're doing the bare minimum. Be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, what are you doing? What kind of work are you putting in? Don't just try 1 or 2 things and then go, I'm not getting results. It's not working. That's not how life works. Things need to be tested and tried again and again and again. And the good news for you is there's dating coaches out there. There is data out there from the websites for online dating. There's podcasts, there's these YouTube videos, there's so much. There's coaching, like I just said. I have coaching that helps guys. There's so many opportunities for you to learn and to test. And again, if you don't want to do this all on your own, and I know that this can be so annoying to do on your own. I had to do this for several years on my own because I couldn't get a coach. So I want you to have the opportunity to get a coach like myself, like someone on the TripAdvice team who can just do all this for you and take out any of the questions that you have. Go to coachedbytrip.com. There's a link down below. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. But at least try to figure out what it is that you're doing right or wrong. Test, use best practices. If this helps, put a comment down below and I'll speak to you in the next video.